is going to be a 6-person tag match, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Oh me, oh my. Here we go.
He demands that you stand up, gaze upon his glory. He is the Golden Boy, Charlie Anderson, as he's teamed with Euan and Kenzie Storey.
Look at the state of this team. Charlie Anderson with the orchestra in tow, you could say. Okay, I've written it down. I've written it down. Kenzie Storey there, the cousin of Gav Storey. Well, the niece of Gav Storey.
Of the Golden Boy. Quite frankly, I forgot all about this booking. And the Golden Boy didn't even know he was supposed to be here until this morning. So you can imagine the disdain on my face when I realized I was going to have to come here and see the next generation of the ugliest pigs sitting there front row. Shut up! Well, listen up. Not only is this going to be the easiest match of our lives, Golden Boy always is a man trying to give back to the real people that care. And of course, shut up! Of course, that's maybe the one or two ladies in the audience, because it's time for the de-rolling ceremony.
What are we about to see? What is the pomp and circumstance around this? Earlier on this evening, we were fantastically entertained by Mitchell Starr, who, to be fair, did turn on us, you know, but what an entrance Mitchell Starr made compared to this derobing ceremony that Charlie Anderson imposes onto the referees that are unfortunate enough to be involved in this match. The Golden Boy Charlie Anderson, it's like a bit of a fungus. He is growing on me. I do admire a talented wrestler, and Charlie Anderson is a very talented wrestler, but he does very regularly put his foot before his feet, his mouth before his actions. He talks a big game and sometimes falls a little bit short. Sometimes, but a very good wrestler nonetheless.
Introducing first, make some noise for
Luna, the lively, lovely firecracker here at Target Wrestling, has become a vastly popular wrestler in a very young career so far to date, as you can hear from the applause of the Whitehaven Massive. Luna has defeated Moxie Malone in Carlisle recently, before suffering defeat against Kenzie Storey, which has kind of spiraled into this 6-man tag match that we have for you here this evening to kick off the second half of the show. Now let's get hyped, let's get excited, because the two men making their way to the ring are two of the most excitable men I have met. To be paired with the firecracker that is Luna, Raving Rampage, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy James and Jamie Creek are making their way to the ring. Get ready for that big nasty drop. Here it is. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you all came for. We all love a massive drop, and we all love an incredibly enthusiastic and talented six-man tag match, and that's what we've got for ourselves to kick off the second half here of action this evening for Target Wrestling. I am excited and buzzing for this one. Let's get ourselves ready for another half of fantastically fast-paced action here at Target Wrestling. Don't forget, if you'd like to be a part of a Target Wrestling show, you can get yourself tickets, because the ticket link is always in the description just below these videos. You know what else is just below these videos? It's the like button, it's the subscribe button, and there's a cheeky other button on there called the join button. Give them all a go, see what you find out. You might like what you find. Back to the action in the ring. It seems like we're going to start this contest off with a matchup that actually featured as a part of Target Wrestling's pre-show at Box Arena not too long ago. Referee Jed calls for the bell, and this matchup gets started with Kenzie Storey. And I do have to keep reminding myself, Kenzie Storey is the niece of Gav Storey, the personification of greatness Gav Storey, which is maybe where some of her attitude comes from. And she's establishing the fact that the last time that these two met, Kenzie Storey defeated Luna in Target Wrestling's first ever pre-show event. But that will not dishearten Luna, who in her very young career to date defeated the incredibly experienced Moxie Malone. As now it looks like we've changed things up, and we're about to see Tommy James tie up with Kenzie Storey. Storey with that double hand slap to the back. Tommy James visibly frustrated, but shrugs it off pretty well. Six-person tag action. Tommy James eats a big slap to the chest from Kenzie Storey, who is establishing herself as an unpopular figure here at Target Wrestling, doing nothing to endear herself to the Whitehaven Massive. Once again, James and Storey try to tie up in the center of the ring, and look at this flurry of strikes from James. James looks to send Storey off the ropes. Avoids the collision with that wild right hand being thrown by Kenzie. Kenzie manages to get rid of James, but James comes with a huge neck breaker and into the pin, and that could have been over in record quick time for a six-man tag. Kenzie Storey desperately strolls into the corner for the most experienced member of the trio, the Golden Boy Charlie Anderson. Missed out on a #1 contenders opportunity last month in Carlisle when he lost the first ever strap match of Target Wrestling history. Luna now in the ring, not afraid of the Golden Boy Charlie Anderson, despite the size advantage involved. As these two tie up center of the ring, Anderson quite predictably taking the upper hand, forcing Luna into the corner, who brushes that little attack off, allows herself to be composed once again. As Anderson's became distracted on the outside, Luna looks to gather the support of the Whitehaven Massive. Six-man tag action in the ring. Luna and Anderson. Oh, Anderson just picks Luna up and throws her to the canvas. Predictably so, we did know that there was always going to be a strength advantage when these two collided in the center of the ring, but a huge right hand from Luna, and then tags in for the first time in this contest. Let me introduce you to the big man of Raving Rampage, Jamie Creek, who comes steaming in. Look at that. the lunatic fringe of Raving Rampage. As it looks like we're going to see some tandem-style offense from James and Creek. As Anderson goes up and over with ease. And James goes for the pin. It's a good effort, it's a close effort, it's good tag team offense, it's good start to this contest. And what more are we about to see from this six-man tag action as Luna goes up to that second rope and with the double axe handle and takes over the wrist lock from Anderson, holds him in position, and now it's Creek's turn to come flying in. Oh, and a headbutt. Anderson's wrist will be feeling weak now. Oh, just absolutely face plants and goes for the pin. Anderson receiving a lot of punishment here for the most experienced member of his trios team. He would want to get himself the moment, and there it is. That's what we were waiting for. Anderson, the most experienced person in the matchup, tags in the biggest man in the matchup, Euan Murray, the intimidating figure of Euan Murray, who rolls up Creek into the pin, tries to go for the 1-2-3, but it's not going to be available just yet now as Euan Murray drags Jamie Creek to his feet. Euan with a huge clothesline. Big imposing figure of Euan Murray trying to keep Jamie Creek down. He tags in Kenzie Storey, the niece of Gav Storey, the personification of greatness, hits a big chop across the chest. Kenzie Storey with another one right across the chest of Jamie Creek and tags in Charlie Anderson, who will look now to take advantage and pick off the pieces like a vulture. Nice suplex from Anderson, rolls into the pin. Just the one, I think it was a pinky pin. Couldn't quite see from the angle that I was at, but a disrespectful pin nonetheless, and it's not the kind of pin that is going to help you win now. Anderson with a fist full of fringe forces Jamie Creek up to his feet. Jamie Creek has been separated for a lengthy amount of time from his other partners who are desperate to get involved in this contest as Euan Murray dragging the face of Jamie Creek across that top turnbuckle. The friction burns will be with him for a week to come, and look at this, the intimidating, imposing figure of the young Euan Murray, who's trying to keep Jamie Creek in the corner, but electric chair incoming now. Euan Murray wriggles out the back door and hits a huge clubbing blow to the back. Oh! Hip toss from Jamie Creek, who makes the tag into Luna, and it looks like Euan Murray made the tag to Kenzie Storey, who comes steaming in, and Luna's been desperate to get her hands on Kenzie Storey ever since she suffered defeat in Box Arena in Carlisle. Arm drag after arm drag as the firecracker continues with the momentum. Oh, Charlie Anderson had something to do with that, and Kenzie Storey takes advantage into the pin. It was incredibly close. And the matchup, to be fair, at Box. Look at this, the vicious attack from Kenzie Storey. The pre-show in Carlisle. Where Kenzie Storey defeated Luna by clipping her wings. Look at that ripcord clothesline into the pin, and that might be enough to keep Luna down. It was a close match at the time, and this is right out of Roy Story's book, this kind of thing from Mackenzie. Trying to wear their opponent down, multiple pin attempts, trying to wear their opponent down. Big body slam from Kenzie, centre of the ring. And Luna's starting to look a little bit desperate in this contest as the arms are pulled back. Look at the position. Oh, and eats the canvas. Face first into the canvas. Unbelievably vicious manoeuvre from Kenzie Storey, which we are now becoming accustomed to. The dark side of the Storey family. Kenzie Storey hands off to Charlie Anderson, who takes the leaf out of Euan Murray's book by dragging Luna across that top rope. Comes in steaming. Luna avoids the contact into the sunset flip pin. Luna almost had Anderson, and Luna's raring to go, but Anderson with that strength advantage, with that experience that he has, had that shot well scouted from Luna. Now look at this. Now, it looks like Tommy James is trying to get involved, but he's inadvertently, to cause a distraction for Anderson and his trio, to cause more punishment to Luna. Look at that suplex from Charlie Anderson. Incredibly stylish, technically fantastically sound Charlie Anderson. Just not a very likable person, but by all means an incredibly talented and experienced wrestler who has Luna in a position where not many people would want to find themselves in. Up on that second rope and gets that boot up right under the jaw. Big impact from Luna. And now with a diving crossbody, both down in the center of the ring. Referee Jed starts his count. And who can make a tag? Anderson doesn't quite know what corner he's supposed to be rolling into. And to be fair, Luna doesn't look any better either, as both are worse for wear. Both look desperate to make a tag. Luna, Anderson crawling towards the corners. Euan's made the tag, and Luna's made the tag as well. And in comes Tommy James, laying people out one after the other with some fantastic forearms. Now with Euan Murray up on the shoulder with a Samoan drop, and that could be the finish. Anderson stops the pin from happening. Anderson now looks for Angel's wings. Golden Boy might end things. But the legal man in the ring, Tommy James. Now Tommy James fighting out. And now Jamie Creek's in the ring. Oh! Oh, they've done it! There's the Rampage! Raving Rampage are running riot this evening. Listen to the crowd go wild. Euan Murray though, backstabber on Jamie Creek, completely takes the man out. Euan Murray doesn't quite know what to do. It looks like Tommy James has just tagged in Luna, and oh, I see that goes through the ropes. Tommy James devastating and just demolishing Euan Murray on the outside. Luna lies in wait for Charlie Anderson. Anderson stumbling around like a drunk church mouse as Luna tries to set off the ropes, but Kenzie Storey sets her up for the Angel's wings. And just like that, this contest is over.
And the winner of the match, the king of Charlie Anderson, Kenzie Storey and Euan Murray.
Well, it was a hard-fought contest. It's not a popular result, and it doesn't sound like it's gone down very well with the Whitehaven Massive. But the Golden Boy Charlie Anderson, Euan Murray and Kenzie Storey have picked up the victory against Luna and Raving Rampage. It's not the result any of us wanted this evening in Whitehaven, but it is the result nevertheless that we have. The winners walk past the announce table. I said nice things about you, Euan, I really did. I said nice things. What a fantastic matchup. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to all of our Target Wrestling videos. It is my pleasure to introduce everybody to the first inductee to our Hall of Fame, Sebastian Kerry, who became a member by clicking on the join button just below a Target Wrestling video. You can do the same and gain access to exclusive wrestling matches and all kinds of other benefits. Just click the join button below.